Hi, it's Vivian here. Last year I told you a little bit about my ministry down here in the south, and I showed some bookmarkers that I'd made and some of the tracts and the various witnessing tools, witnessing aids that I use to give out, especially to children, to families. I'm very much into that. I worked in pram service, helped at pram service when I was with the Anglican Church, and I've always worked with children, and I really do feel God's put me down that path. Now I want to share some more material with you today, some other things that I've produced, but I want to just start from the beginning and show you how easy it is to give out tracts. When I was a born-again Christian, only 6-7 years ago, Patrick encouraged me, giving me a few tracts each time I met with him to give out or to leave on a bus or in a telephone box. They're quite simple, an easy thing to do. Tracts I really like, especially for teenagers, for the young, are these. Visual. What are people looking at? They're looking at John Lennon, Elvis Presley, and I hold it like this and I say, "Gospel message, sir," or "young man," or "lads," "ladies," and they see these pictures. Curiosity killed the cat. They want to know what this is all about. It doesn't really give you very much information on the front. They're wonderful tracts to give. Now I'm going to move on. There are many others. I give out those for thinkers only. I enjoy those for any age really. Not children. I've got some children's tracts I do give out. So I'm going to put those over there. They're very simple tracts that I order by the thousand. Another one is from a dear brother in Northern Ireland, Brother Alan, and on the back a free Bible. People want a free King James Bible, they can get it. They're hard hitting. All these tracts are quite hard hitting. That's another one. What else have I got? Yesterday Patrick, James and I were in Canterbury doing outreach, and unfortunately this one didn't help Japanese girls. They were Japanese, and this is a Chinese tract, but there are a lot of Chinese tourists in Canterbury at the moment. Worth keeping those. And remember, when you meet up with other Christians, they've normally got other tracts. Some of these Patrick have given me, and other Christians, and we do swaps. So I always try to keep a little bit of everything in my bag, because you just don't know who you're going to meet. Arabic. I was witnessing to an Arabic, a lady from Oman with her husband and children yesterday, and she had a little Bible. I'll talk a bit more about that when I go on. German tracts, and I could have kicked myself I didn't take those in. Patrick gave me those last year, and we met, and I was witnessing to German teenagers yesterday in Canterbury. So have them in other languages, swap them if you can, and keep them with you. Going still on perhaps other languages, to different cults and different religions. I do witness a lot to the Catholics, and if they've got a DVD, I give them a DVD, as well as, what else have I got here? Little booklets. The Catholic Bible has the answer. Good interesting little booklet there, using the Catholic Bible to show them the path to salvation. DVDs, just on the Bible stories there for any age. Walid Shubat, I'm not sure if I've pronounced that correctly. His DVD, ex-Palestinian terrorist, now born-again Christian. He's well known. Science and Creation, you'll get teenagers talking about this. Now, of course, it seems like I'm going all around the houses to get the gospel message out, but I don't. I do the good person test on these, but then I like to talk. They like to talk. They like to say, well, what about so-and-so in the Bible? Is that really true? And you've got all this material that you can give them. Another one, CD and Jehovah's Witnesses. And Christians. I get liberal Christians that come up, and they're always saying, I shouldn't judge. Or I usually give them about 4 scriptural references. Perhaps James might put those up on the website that I give out about judging. And remember, it's because we're telling the truth in love. We don't want to see people burn. Somebody showed me the exit, and we're just wanting to show people the exit. Are you really saved? Paul Washer there, quite a good CD, I think, that one. So look how much material I've got. Even the little kiddies, little rubbers with little scriptural verses on. Give those to the younger ones that get missed out, because the older children are perhaps having bookmarkers. Now they look very, very attractive. I laminate them, make them by hand, and they've got about 4 scriptural verses from the King James Bible. And you know what they do, these children, when they walk down the road? They're reading out, "Mummy, what does this say? I love them that love me. For whoso findeth me, Jesus, findeth life." All these sort of scriptural verses. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. Wonderful little verses. I've got bookmarkers going back about 30 years. I've still got. They may be leather, but they'll keep these for years to come. And you never know, some little child, lonely, parents broken up, broken home, may just see a little scriptural verse that will help them out. And tracts for other occasions. Halloween, my mother was a spiritualist, she was involved in the occult. I'm out up the street with these Halloween tracts, Halloween time. We've got the Christmas ones for the children and adults alike, various ones, and some of them pretty hard hitting, and they need to be as well. And of course little booklets you can get, purchase, or actually some of them are free for the children Christmas time, as well as the DVDs you can give out. Tracts on evolution and science versus the Bible, they're brilliant. Put your mobile on the back, you don't know who what wants to contact you. And always, let's go on here, other things, smart cards. Teenagers love those, and the good person test on the back of them. They are absolutely brilliant. And of course nobody ever passes the test, do they? None of us are good, no, not one. And little coins, 10 Commandment coins, and they're not throwaway items. They don't throw. You never see these thrown in a bin. They're brilliant. And what I like, and I'd love to get from America, are these little personal Bibles for comfort, assurance and salvation. And they're in large print, they're beautiful little booklets. We don't have those here, but we have something sort of similar, pure gold. They're pretty good little booklets to give out to any sort of age, I would say. Bibles, the Arabic couple yesterday from Oman, she actually took away a little New Testament and Psalms, and I gave her Psalm 22 to think about the crucifixion prophecy, and they were really listening. She went home with more as well, but these are only £1 each, these little New Testament and Psalms, or you can look out for the gift and award Bibles. I can pick these up about £2.99. Just keep hunting, keep looking out and ringing up people, and they're a bit heavy to carry, but these are fantastic if you can get hold of these. Print size not too terrible. Always keep a couple of those and try and give out a Bible every week. Going back to the tracts again, Easter time for the little ones, not an awful lot on them. Try and put in the Lord Jesus Christ's name here, not God, it could be any God. And they're well received, little tracts. You've seen the colouring cards that I've done. Oh, my latest, I've got some Winnie the Pooh and Piglet, they're hugging. We have joy in Jesus. And on the back, and they can hang this up, and the children just love these. I've laminated the backs now. A little child sinner's prayer, and what is it? Thank you for sending Jesus to take our punishment, this sort of thing, on the back there. And words of comfort from the Bible that are designed for children. So I've handwritten those, photocopied them, and I photocopy and then paste and laminate, so they can't get torn. They're quite nicely done. Don't let Christmas go by. Don't let Christmas go by. Do your own cards. I mean, I am blessed. I'm having a couple of little gifts of doing a bit of artwork, so I try to keep my Christmas cards, I do them myself, and keep them of a biblical nature. Now what you can do, why not put a tract inside? Love story, that's quite a good one. Put a Chick tract inside, or The Greatest Story Ever Told, or Scrooge. this sort of thing. There's so much, honestly, there's so much material, and even if you can't, you can use tracing paper, don't have to do freehand. I'm hoping to do part 2 because